This is my friend Evie, and she has dyslexia. I had heard of the learning disability quite a few times, but I knew I didn't really know enough about it. So I decided it was time I find out what it's like to be dyslexic.
When I first got diagnosed, it was something I really didn't tell anybody about. The only people who knew were my teachers, my parents, and then my sister knew because she saw me getting tested. But if I had it, I wouldn't even tell my sister. I just felt really stupid for a really long time.
Here's the moment of truth. Anybody in this audience have dyslexia? Show of hands. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got about 20% of the general population has dyslexia. People who cannot read or who have difficulty learning how to read feel the same level of shame as people who've engaged in incest. You're burdened with this shame, and then all of a sudden you get this reinforcement, negative, albeit.
It felt shameful, and it felt embarrassing. It felt like this huge burden and this huge disappointment. A lot of people with learning disabilities are just I'm stupid, but you're not. You're not stupid. So I'm an economics major. Econ was the first class I took in high school where I was I'm passionate about this. I want something just to say, this is what this means, and this is what happens. I'm taking intermediate economics, empirical economics. I'm taking Chinese.
你好，我是平秀。你好吗？我很忙。I remember my mom met with the language department head and goes what language do you think if someone has a lot of reading problems would do? Because at this point I wasn't diagnosed. And they said that Chinese is easier to learn for people who have dyslexia because you're memorizing an image instead of memorizing words that look like words that you already know. I just think language is really hard for anybody to learn, let alone if you have something that makes it even more difficult.
It takes an emotional toll on you finding out that you're dyslexic. No one's, I think, gonna get diagnosed with something medical or mental and be great, I love to hear it. It's literally just saying your life is harder now. I remember when I got my first A in college and it just being this peak accomplishment, and it happens so rarely for me that every A I get is this it's like eating ice cream, it's eating the best dessert. It's so nice to see. Whatever is your peak enjoyment, that's what it feels like. It's not just about intelligence, it's about how hard you work and the story behind how hard you work.